My name is Mayito, 10-time Grammys Award engineer. You're watching Burl TV.
My name is Louis Alfred. I am a mix engineer, and I'm also an instructor of actually film, video, and audio at a local high school, North Atlanta High School. I have been an engineer. I come from the New York scene, Hit Factory alumnus in New York. Woo, Hit Factory. We did an A-B comparison between the DigiDesign and the Burl Audio Mothership. The differences between what this unit can do versus, in this case, DigiDesign was startling. One of the things that I noticed right away about the Burl was it just added a nice attack in the low end. The bottom just had so much more weight and girth than just the stock outputs from the DigiDesign. On the bass, it was just, you could hear the bass player's fingers more articulate in the mix. It just seemed a whole lot more focused. The image was bigger as well. So it really does some incredible stuff just out of the box. But then we ran it into the summing unit that Burl has, and this is where things really started to get interesting, because it has an output transformer, and that you can actually hit that transformer harder to add like a lot of color and saturation to the sound, as much or as little as you like, and it just does some really amazing things. It just literally lifted the mix out of the speaker. But I just think the fact that you can go out and get this unit with this with these transformers in place, and instantly start thinking, wow, my sound is starting to sound a lot more analog, or traditional tape even. And it's right there in the unit. So it's yeah, it was great. This is really good stuff going on here, without a doubt.
Anything you want, don't doubt me. Yeah. Anything you want.
All right, so I'm Preston Reed. We're here in Atlanta, Silent Sound Studios. Just got done listening to a lot of Burl stuff, and I came in here really just with my head spinning, because I already own the B2, and at first I loved it. As soon as I tried it, I loved it. But now, just having a better understanding, and essentially the transformer is a shock absorber. So for hip hop and stuff like that, I mean, I work for Tricky Stewart over at Red Zone Entertainment, and a lot of this stuff, it has to be aggressive. That's the name of the game. So with the Burl, it's night and day. As soon as you run it through it, it's disrespectful. That's the only way I could put it. But yeah, I love it, and now I'm probably gonna go broke buying everything else. So initially, when we played everything going out of the 192, sounded great, obviously. But as soon as you ran it through the Burl, it almost seemed like you just took the cloak off the mix, especially in the low end, and everything just had soul, it had vibe, it sounded like a record. And mixed, not mixed, if you run vocals through it, it starts to sound like a record fast. So, I mean, that's my assessment of it. I'm an engineer, mix engineer, recording engineer for Tricky Stewart, Red Zone, worked with a good amount of people so far. I'm basically responsible for whatever comes out the speakers. So, with the Burl, it gives me that instant thing fast, especially in a recording situation. I can do minimal processing, EQ, and compression, and it already starts to sound like something big. So that really helps. It's an inspiring thing for the artists you're working with, because they hear it back in the headphones. It's just this magic thing that happens 9 times out of 10, actually 10 times out of 10 to be honest with you.
Some people, they pray for wealth, but I don't even want my help. And when I get on my knees and pray, only thing that I can say